Action. Hi, Mom. Thank you for participating. I just want to let you know that the purpose of this interview is I'm studying uh, how older adults communicate and share experiences, especially through stories. There are no right or wrong answers. I just want to hear about your experience. Um,
Oh, okay.
I just
I'd
want
love
to
to
know,
share.
thank you. Could I have your permission to record this?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
But it looks
And
like I don't have a head.
no, I can
And
see you clearly.
Zoom. Okay.
So how has your day been so far?
It's been beautiful. Just enjoying some autumn weather here in Minnesota. The leaves are changing colors. It's just beautiful here. Nice and breezy. It's good to get out of the desert a minute.
Yeah, as you know, I'm over here in Arizona, so we're on opposite sides of the.
I know. And
Okay,
you're in probably the hottest city in Arizona.
true.
So I'd love to share my experiences with you. What are we going to
Great.
talk about?
Well, first, can you tell me a story from your life that you think really shaped who you are today? Can like you,
Well, let's see. Like concerning my career objectives. Well, I didn't waste any time. Right before I even graduated from high school, I went to a medical technology program and began my course in medical technology, which has followed me through my entire life until just 3 years ago when I retired. So I've been affiliated with the hospitals. I've loved my work experience, and it's just brought me into the world of really nice people,
and
and I
can
just
you
really
describe what?
enjoyed the path that I was on for my entire life.
Can you describe like step by step? So you decided you graduated high school at this point, and then you decided I
But
like hospital setting.
yes, and then I decided I'd like to be in the laboratory and diagnose patients to see exactly what their underlying problem is. And it's just been with me my entire life. And I've gone on to be manager in every department in the hospital laboratory, going from blood bank to hematology to chemistry to microbiology. So I've made the full circle and learned a lot about life experiences. Um, just
Do you, do you
just
think
working
that
my entire life
anything?
has taken me out of the house.
Do you think anything in your upbringing made your mind think that way of just kind of being able to tell what people's underlying medical
Oh,
issues might be? Did you notice something in people growing up or
well, I think that I just had this need and this want to help people from when I was, little. So
so you
this
must
just
have
kind of
felt some
carried
sort of
carried those dreams forward.
so you felt
Well,
very
when I was really little, do you want to go back to when I was,
yeah, that's
well, when I was really little, I want 4 or 5 years old. Here's a story.
hmm.
I lived in an apartment and I had a porch that was filled with toys. And I would go out into the courtyard and see my friends and invite them to come up into my room, and I shared my toys with them. And I would just sit and watch them having a good time. So that I enjoyed that. I
So
enjoyed
that's
helping people,
you how did it make you feel? You enjoyed at
I
that time
enjoyed
you
watching people, my buddies, have a good time with my toys. And I would sit there and just watch them. And that pleased me. So I think I knew from then that I liked helping and pleasing people. And that was the course that I took.
and looking back on that, what does that story say about you now?
Well, I followed through. Um, as I got older, my mom got sick and had a stroke. So I ended up being her caretaker for 8 years while I was working. I would come home and take care of her at night and on the weekends. So I think it just followed the course of me taking care of people up until, my old age.
So you would say that's a big part of your identity or self-perception would be,
Right. From when I was 4 years old with the toys to helping my mom with her stroke. And I just think that was the course I was meant to take, to dedicate my life to helping people that I love. So that pretty much um, was my destiny growing up, and that was my career, just helping solve people's medical problems.
I think that's amazing. I think that's
Thank you.
very admirable and a great quality. Um, and kind of like now when you're sharing your story with younger family members, uh, what do you hope they take from that? From what do you hope they take away from
Well, I would hope
them?
that they would decide what their life's purpose is, because having a purpose helps you in your path of correctly where you need to be.
Right.
That
And
was my purpose.
do you try to teach again your younger family members? Do you try to teach them? Do you try to teach them lessons or values?
I do all the time. Whenever I talk to my kids, you and Nick, or even other members of the family that are younger, I always like to throw in some advice to make their life better, more meaningful. And it just gives me a lot of joy to do that, because I know we all have a purpose, and one of them is a religious purpose. So
And you were
that,
raised Greek Orthodox, is that correct?
yes, yes. I was raised in the
Um,
church, Greek Orthodox.
and I'm guessing that's well, I'm not guessing. I was also raised Greek Orthodox, but that's a big reason why uh, you naturally give. I think that's something I took away from the Greek Orthodox religion too, is just having that sense of service and
Mhm.
uh, duty.
Right.
Can you give an example of a story you told recently?
The
Like
story
to
I
one of
told.
your like a lesson that you told, let's say like Sophia, Gina, your niece, your niece's daughter,
Right.
or even to, me or Nick or Brian or Jamie, your stepchildren. Can you give an example of a story you told recently about like teaching them a lesson or value, or just a younger person in general?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe with Sophia, because she was having a tough time with some kids in her class teasing her. One said that she was stupid, and she came home crying. And I was
Mm.
there when that happened. And I just said, Sophia, you're far from stupid. You know you're on the honor roll and you make fantastic grades. Don't ever let people put what their opinion of themselves is and put it on you. Because I truly believe when people are cruel like that, this is how they feel about themselves. And she stopped crying. She just stared at me. She was
Uh,
listening. It made sense to her. So I helped her get through that ordeal. And now when she goes into class, she ignores him. She chooses not to even speak. So I think that
um,
was, yeah. Kids are very vulnerable and they're very receptive to hurting words. And it could really mirror your life if you let those words attack you.
I got her a little gift. It's a necklace that says Joshua, her father's name, and you open up the pendant and it says, "Be strong and have faith in the Lord." And I wanted to
Oh,
give that to her, so I'll give that to her maybe during Greek festival in November. And then again, how do they usually react? Like going back to that story about with Sophia, you said that she reacted in a positive way, it sounded like.
yes, because the next day when she came home, we asked her about her experience and she said, oh, I don't talk to him anymore.
I was a
So,
boy.
yeah, she goes, I don't talk to him anymore. So she's proud because she feels like she set her boundaries and she loves herself more than letting that boy disrupt her self-esteem.
Yeah, and I know when they're young, they sometimes boys make fun of girls when they like them. I don't know,
Oh,
maybe that's
yeah,
who knows.
that's true too. But we had to stop it right before it started to affect her little personality.
So yeah, that's great. That definitely shows that you have a lot of insight and it's kind of how people should be treating each other and as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Um,
we should be rooting for our mankind, not be mean.
and yeah, it's a very simple and big way to look at it.
Mhm,
Um, which sometimes is a cure all. Now, as
mhm.
far as how do you feel when you're telling stories about your past?
I feel proud. I feel really good. I came from a hardworking Greek family. My dad had restaurants, notorious for Greeks in their restaurants. And my mom was a sweet woman, and we were raised with good virtue. And church was a big part of our life, and working was a big part of our life. So I feel very fulfilled in that I was able to live all the experiences that my parents showed us. And I continued living it throughout my life, staying religious, working hard. So I worked from when I was 16 to when I retired, 70. So I feel like I feel accomplished. I think you
And
need to feel accomplished.
of course, you're talking about Papu and Yaya, George and Mary.
Mhm.
It's almost like it feels like they were the lead characters in It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Oh my God. So the movie that I watch every Christmas, don't we? That's our family tradition. We got to
Do
watch.
certain stories make you laugh, cry, or feel proud?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Uh, well, I'm
Like,
proud of my,
are there stories that you repeat often? Like, I've heard you tell me the story about you having toys and having the other kids play with your toys, and at
mm,
such a young age. Again, I would probably do a lot of credit to your parents on that, just being who they are, and you feeling so whole and blessed as a child that you wanted others to feel the same way. So you're like, here's my toys, just play with them and be friendly.
yeah, yeah. And I enjoyed watching them have fun and be fulfilled. And that's just, and I started with that need to want to help people from when I was little, 4 years old. And that just
And
stayed with me my entire life.
that gives you a sense of pride.
It does.
Does any stories make you cry or feel teary-eyed?
Um, yeah, probably when my mom had her stroke and she couldn't speak. It was the worst possible stroke you could have, anybody could experience. And I stayed with her in the hospital right away when that happened because she couldn't communicate to the nurses. So I was like the middleman and I would express what her needs were because I was able to read her and talk to her. Even though she couldn't talk, I got through to her. So I stayed in the hospital with her for about a week or two until she was on her feet a little bit better. And then
And that was from
from a
we
stroke.
were making, I know, but she was making Greek bread and she's putting the coin in the bread, and whoever gets that coin, of course, the coin is wrapped so it's not dirty,
Right.
gets good luck for that year. That was
It
that New Year's? What was that?
was on New Year's Day. I had
Yeah.
gone to the store and I came back from the store and I found her on the floor. And that's when I called the paramedics and they came out and said that she had had a stroke. And we had just been out the night before celebrating New Year's Eve with my friends, with Joyce and Jim. We were at their house the night before. So
Joyce is
that was
your
just
best friend.
very, yeah, it was very unplanned and shocking at the same time.
And then you felt the need to not only to help take care of her, but you actually had her lie in bed and slept next to her for 8 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
just,
because she had to get up during the night, so somebody had to be there right next to her to help her with her needs. Yeah. So that makes me teary-eyed thinking about how she hurt, how sad the end of her life was. But we need to live every day to the fullest, the happiest, because we never know when things are going to happen. So let's just make every day the best day. And that's kind of
yeah.
like my motto and how I feel.
Especially
I don't
how much love of life she had. She was like a Marilyn Monroe type, just full of
mm,
life and
happy.
just happy, loved, yeah, loved life. And
Yeah. Yes.
well, it's very, again, says a lot about your character. Do you notice that your audience reacting in certain ways when you tell your stories?
The audience reacts in different ways.
Like when you tell your stories to younger family members, do you notice them reacting in certain ways?
Um,
Like
like,
they listen up? Do they
they listen and I think they sit back and they just realize that their life isn't the most important life. Helping people that they love is also important. So it makes them kind of sit back and think about it, how to take care of our fellow family members, best friends. We should be watching out for everybody, for their mental health, for their physical health, and whatever we can do. I'm a fixer. I think you figured that out by now. If something's broken, I want to fix it.
right,
But the other parties have to be agreeable too to help me do that.
help you help them?
Yes, exactly. Because I'll fix it if they let me help them.
So you identify as a fixer, a caregiver.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, this is where do you like to venture out in any type of other things, or is that
Oh,
where
I
you?
do. No, in fact, it's been the last few years. I started traveling more, and it's time for me to venture out now and be this free spirit. That's what I want to be right now. I've done
Okay.
all the caregiving and the sacrificing, my life, and now I want to just be a free bird and just experience life. So this summer I was already in Hawaii, and I went to Laguna Beach with my sister and niece,
Mhm.
and went to Hawaii to visit my cousin. And now I'm in Minnesota. Just and that's where I just want to be light. It's time for me to lighten up.
Yeah, and I know that's, I mean, that's everything. It's great, but I do know that you're a people person and you like, connection, and
Mhm.
so I guess it's just
Everybody's
finding a
doing,
bet. Go ahead.
everybody's just doing fine right now. All of the loves in my life, everybody's doing good. So
Okay.
you know, I'm feeling like I'm here whenever they need me. But right now it's kind of like a free window where I can just do some traveling and some things like in my bucket list. I want to start going through my bucket list.
Okay. Do you notice differences in how you share stories with people your own age versus younger people?
I think people my age can understand and feel the journey that I had, where people that are younger, the younger generation, is just mainly about getting themselves set up in life. Um, and I don't think they really feel it unless they go through it. Where
Yeah,
most older people have been through something, huh?
there's a different connection, if you will.
A different
So
connection, yeah.
do you change your details? Do you change your tone or length
Uh, when I'm speaking to younger people,
opposed to
no,
people
I
your
tell
age?
people my age.
Do you like, so you said you did notice a difference between when you tell your story to people
The
of
younger
your age and
kids, don't feel it. The younger ones just don't feel because they're interested in setting up their life. They've got a lot of things on their mind as far as what's important to them. So they don't really feel the ills of getting older or having health problems. They're mainly interested in moving forward with their life.
Okay, so I
So
would say that's a bit of intergenerational awareness right there.
I think,
Uh,
no, I think you're absolutely right.
is there a story you find yourself repeating often? And I feel like I already asked this question, but let's go back to that. Is there a story you find yourself repeating often, and why do you think that is?
Oh, well, for 1 year before moving to Arizona, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and I wanted to move downtown, grow up, live in the city. I got a job at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. I lived in a high rise. Um, that was just my way to just bust loose and be my own free person. And I just enjoyed the heck out of that. I could only afford to be on the third floor, but we'd watch sailboat races
Oh yeah, that
all
sounds amazing.
weekend. I know. I had a doorman at the door at my apartment. There was a
What do you
big high
do?
rise right on Lake Michigan. You didn't know this?
No, I just forgot.
Forgot. Yeah.
I've
So I have to
been
say,
I've been daydreaming about having a little New York condominium. Third high up is great. Right there in the city,
yeah.
letting the rain drop down, having,
Oh,
nice cup
just
of
beautiful.
coffee.
Exactly. That's something to work for and plan. You can do anything you want to do. You just have to,
So what did the doorman do?
he just made sure that the people that lived in the apartment were there. And if any strays came in, they wanted to know who they were there to see. It was a security,
What was your view like?
the lake. I was right sitting right on Lake Michigan. In fact,
What
right
was your
next door to
morning like?
me,
Did you get up and have coffee? Did you?
went on the balcony, had coffee. The Ambassador East was right next door, that huge hotel, very, very prestigious hotel right on the lakefront in Chicago. Frank Sinatra pulled up one day in a limo, and I was
Wow.
walking down the street, and they stopped me, and they said, "We have somebody coming through that's really important." And sure enough, he gets out of the car. I'm like, "Oh my God, it's Frank Sinatra!"
I never knew
But
that.
yeah, great memories.
So
Yeah,
that's where I get my taste from. I
great
don't know if you
memories.
remember,
And then,
I used to live in a high rise, and okay, we're running out of time in Hollywood, but anyways,
right.
does it reflect something important about you or your values, do you think? So it reflects
Which
that
one?
you
That,
came a long way, and not only are you a caregiver and you help people, but you also are able to provide yourself for a good life. Would you agree with that?
it totally, totally. I never frivolously threw money away. I was very conscious of saving for a rainy day, and then when I had a little bucket, I would go have a good time.
So I would say you consider yourself a pretty intelligent human being and pretty good one too.
And very what?
I would say you consider yourself pretty intelligent and pretty good human being overall.
I think so.
Thank you, Mom, for sharing your stories. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your storytelling or
Well, the two greatest joys in my life are named Stephen and Nicholas. Those are my greatest accomplishments.
you a Stevie Nicks fan?
You got it. Fleetwood
Thank you,
Mac.
Mom. I
No, I
love
love
you.
it. I love you too.
The
Thank you very much. I hope I helped you with your journal of me and questions and answers.
Of course, and I just want to remind you that this will be recorded securely, so there's no worries. And again, we're running out of time. And was there anything else you wanted to add?
Just that I can't wait until you graduate. This has been your dream and your accomplishment. It's taken you a few years, but you're doing it. And I'm very proud of you. That's why I want to end.
Thank you. As long as I get an A. As long as I get an A in this class, I will graduate.
Prayers for an A. Okay.
Prayers for an A. Thank you. Love you.
All right. Okay, honey. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.